I am reporting on the Republic of Ireland, which is located in Europe, just west of England in the Atlantic Ocean. There are technically two countries in Europe with Ireland in their name, and they share the same island. Northern Ireland takes up the uppermost third of the island and is one of the countries in the United Kingdom, along with Scotland, Wales, and England. The Republic of Ireland, or just Ireland, is the southern two-thirds of the island and the country that I chose. Ireland has a population of about 5 million people. Their government is a constitutional republic with a parliamentary democracy, which means it has a written constitution and a popularly elected president, but the president mostly has ceremonial powers. The government is ran by the Prime Minister, who is appointed by the President. It has been a member of the European Union since 1973, and it uses the euro as currency. The cultural values of Ireland and the United States are very similar. In a culture comparison, both the United States and Ireland are individualistic, low context, and have a low degree of uncertainty avoidance. Both have low power distances and are countries built on competition over cooperation. Whereas Ireland's cultural values are very similar to the United States, Ireland has a much more vibrant and lively folk culture. Thousands participate in the country's numerous amateur music, dance, and storytelling events, and a great many engage in a variety of craft-based industries such as glass, ceramics, ironwork, wood turning, linens, embroidery, and knitwear. In Ireland, pubs serve as the focal point for many small villages and urban neighborhoods. While I'm not sure how much of a culture shock it is, children under the age of 15 must be supervised at all times and can only be on the premises of the pub from 10:30 a.m. until 9 p.m., unless attending a private function where a large meal is being served. So, with a kid that fits into that age group, I would have to make sure to be out by 9 p.m. One of the unique traditions that is celebrated in Ireland takes place in Killorglin, which is in the County Kerry at the southern tip of Ireland. The festival is called the Puck Fair, and it was granted legal status to operate as an existing fair in 1603 by King James I. So this fair started at least 173 years before the United States was even a country. The Puck Fair takes place every August and starts when a group of villagers from Killorglin go into the mountains and catch a wild male goat. The goat is brought back to the village, and the Queen of Puck, which is traditionally a school-age girl, crowns the goat King Puck. It is then put in a cage and placed on a high stand for 3 days. During this 3-day period, there are lots of festivities, which include music, puppet shows, clowns, and acrobatic acts. After the 3 days, the goat is brought down from the stand and led back to his mountain home. The 2021 Puck Fair was canceled due to COVID, but the 2022 Puck Fair is scheduled for August 10th through the 12th. As far as nonverbal behaviors, the Irish tend to have a warm and friendly disposition, but generally restrain themselves from showing a great deal of physical affection in public. Men are usually less comfortable touching one another than women, but a friendly slap on the back and other gestures are still common. Irish people tend to maintain an arm's length distance between themselves and others when speaking. They also avoid pushing each other in public spaces, such as queues or on public transport. Maintaining consistent but not constant eye contact is the norm. For many Irish, consistent eye contact reflects trust and engagement. Excessive use of hand gestures is not common, but neither do the Irish keep their hands entirely still when talking. Some older Irish people who are Catholic will often make the sign of the cross when passing a church, a funeral procession, a cemetery, or when an ambulance passes with its sirens on. Sometimes an Irish person may nod or jerk their head or chin in the direction of what is discussed rather than point with their finger. As a result of my research, I definitely want to visit Ireland and attend the Puck Fair in Killorglin. And knowing that if we go to eat at a pub as a family, that I would need to make sure to leave by 9 p.m.